We saw leveling continuing today in the state with those new daily coronavirus cases, more than 1,900 new cases reported. So if you take a look at the average line, which is the dotted line on this graph, you could see that that is showing stabilization as we go on day by day. The average positive test rate is under 8%, so that's still a decline from the most recent peak we are seeing around 9. And we are just getting some new data out of Mecklenburg County today showing some similar trends when it comes to those new daily cases. So some leveling we're seeing there on that front, averaging about 250 new cases a day in the county. The county also including more testing venues now in its percent positive counts. So this data including the hospital systems, CVS, and then newly added here in this report, Walgreens. So we're watching some declines in that average line as well. The average right now around 10% for the county. So today we listened in here on a statewide coronavirus task force meeting, hearing Governor Roy Cooper saying in that meeting that we are starting to see some hard work and sacrifices paying off here.
Our go slow approach and making sure that we're emphasizing prevention is making a real difference. And I think more and more people are beginning to fully embrace the 3 W's. It hasn't been easy, and there's been some resistance to it from some people, but I think more and more people are beginning to understand that the science is clear on this.
And as far as those key metrics go, the only key one that we're watching that we're not really seeing any leveling or decline with quite yet is hospitalizations. But we've been hearing this week from health officials that this is a lagging indicator. This shows what was going on about 2 weeks ago, maybe even longer. And so it might be a couple more weeks until we start to see hospitalizations take on similar trends that we're seeing with new daily cases and percent positive. So, of course, we shall continue to watch.